Whoa, what are y'all doing, man? I'm the guest today. What's up, guys? I'm the guest for this. What's up, guys? I'm the guest for this show tonight. I keep saying tonight. It is 11. It is 11 in the morning. It is not tonight. What's up, guys? I'm the guest for tonight's episode. Tonight's episode. Oh my God, bro.
I'm the guest for this episode. That's it.
What's up, guys? I'm the guest for.
You want to do it again?
No, you good.
Oh, yo, wait. He needs some help. Yo, what's good, guys? He's the guest for today's episode, Infamy. Make sure y'all follow him.
Hold on.
You slaying? We got to do the
Not even that. It's not even that. It's that damn late.
They let it talk down when I'm not around, yeah. It's only tied down when I'm out of town, no. I don't trust many when I'm in the city. I've never been a shooter, but I keep them with me. Watch them steal the style and say they inspire. Bitch, I've been a boss who wanna get higher. They let it talk down when I'm not around.
What's good, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Talk Down. It's a new season and new things are happening, right?
So we have our guest for episode 1, and it's Infamy. And it's an interesting name, so I wanted to let him explain to you exactly what that means.
Well, the name came up. We were literally in your basement. I had a funny name. It was DJ Shooter.
Shooter
Protection.
I remember that.
So we were just literally brainstorming, and I liked the name Infamy, and then I kind of looked up the definition of it, loved it, and I stuck with it.
That's a really good name, though. We've known each other for a very long time. They're actually family.
None of my whole life.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So now,
Yeah, so when we decided who would be our first guest, we were like, you know what? I think that we wanted to be a special person. We also want to kind of learn, and this is probably the perfect test subject.
Absolutely.
So we've worked for a long time in a lab, and now we're bringing it to you guys. But he actually had a really compelling topic because for us, we don't really get to see each other. And then Ryan and I faced that at a certain point of our lives where we were like disconnected for a long time. So his topic exactly was how as you get older, you spend less time with people closest to you because of work or school or whatever it may be. However, no matter what, the connection is still there. So with him, he quoted exactly, it comes full circles because we're prime examples. What exactly made you think of that topic and why did you want to talk about it?
Literally just doing my everyday rituals, and throughout the day, you start thinking like, damn, I haven't seen these people so long.
living life. You kind of get distracted in a sense.
It's kind of like, why am I feel this busy?
Yeah.
You can always make time.
Right.
But if the want is there, you're going to make that
But
time.
it's easier said than done, right? Because, you know, you have your bills too now. As you get older, we can't just hang out like we used to. Like, I have to pay my damn bills.
You got to prioritize in a sense, right?
Yeah.
What made you think, damn, I'm not getting to spend as much time with people that I want to, right? Not because, and like I said, it's not you don't want to.
No,
of course, if you could every day, of course.
Scheduling.
Scheduling, and you become an adult, right? You don't have free time as much as you used to now. So how do you find that balance now to try to be like, all right, I'm gonna...
Honestly, the want to do it.
Okay.
Just like anything else. You gotta want to hang out with these people and make the time.
Right.
Because there's always time. Us as humans, we kind of get used to saying, yo, I don't have time.
Or I'm too busy.
It's easy to say
That's an excuse in a sense, right? At the same time, it's not an excuse. It's kind of hard to battle
make
that, right?
excuse for yourself.
It's almost like we're hogging our time.
Yeah. I thought we actually initially brought this topic up. I'm like, is it selfish to be wanting to take care of yourself first within that? Like, for me, like, because I've struggled with that too. Like, how did it help me? Like, I knew I was getting better for myself, and in turn, I was gonna help everybody else around me get better. So I was thinking of it like that. Like, yeah, you might not see me now, but like when I do see you, the energy is gonna be different. I can potentially be better mentally for you, emotionally for you. So sometimes we do have to take that step back and be like, you know what? I need to exactly. I need to help myself first and prioritize my life. So then I can't give you my time if I'm not spending my time right.
Exactly.
Right. So learning to build on that. So
But in hindsight, knowing that, do you feel like you've had to sacrifice relationships because they felt like you were doing you?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
My last relationship, I had to, cut that off because it was coming into my mental health. Anything, you kind of gotta notice it because if you just let it
go,
let it go.
Was it a specific point where you're like, you know what? This is doing me more harm than good.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
Got it.
I always felt like people and Dominicans were very cynical when it comes to this. Like, someone sees you do you, but they're also like, well, diablo, tú no visitas los pobres. And they're like, damn, but hold on, like, when did I get rich?
When did this happen?
Yeah, exactly. Have you ever felt like that's kind of how you're being looked on? Like, you not being around is all of a sudden now...
You're too good.
Yeah, you're too good to be around us. Have you ever felt that?
Yeah.
Has anyone ever vocalized that to you, even tongue in cheek like that?
But you kind of got to tell them right then and there, like, why would I prioritize what you want instead
Over
of what
you.
I want?
Yeah, over you.
Yeah,
Like, that's
like-
selfish of them to...
Exactly.
Man, remember we had a
Pushing
talk
that
that
on
one
you.
time, remember?
Mhm.
I don't know who was that, but we had a conversation where it's like, it's selfish for somebody to want you to spend more time with them when you're trying to still figure out yourself. And even as we grew, it was like, yo, I know you need your time, I know you need your space, so whenever you're ready, and if you're a really good friend, some of y'all aren't really good friends, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If you're a really good friend, you allow that patience, you allow that time for that individual to grow and let them find themselves and maybe make those mistakes. Maybe they're gonna need your help and they're not ready yet to ask you for it, whatever it is. Being patient, and then at the end of the day, looking yourself in the mirror like, look, I'm doing this for myself. Like,
Right, exactly. Have you ever felt guilty for not being able to really balance your time, for maybe work being overwhelming and you having tunnel vision, you got your goals, you got everything you want to do? Have you ever felt guilty for not being able to?
If you're human.
If you're human, right?
Like, those are actual feelings that you feel like, damn, maybe they're right.
Right.
Maybe they are right.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are. You got to think for yourself at that point. Like,
Yeah.
how is this going to make me better?
And I think you guys remember that job I had where I worked for a certain someone and I really had to basically live with them, right? And after a while, it was only certain people that would make me feel guilty, right? Like, it was only specific people that I felt like, damn, that's right, I'm not around for them. So it's not like I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing because I have to, now I'm already in too deep. But I remember taking a step back when, like, my niece would tell me, but we just want you to spend a holiday with us.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like that's where I tipped it a little too far to one side, right? So have you ever had that situation yourself where you're like, you know what? Enough is enough. I have to make some me time, and me time includes some of the closest around me.
Some of maybe holidays, whatever.
Yeah.
You kind of,
And it's hard to find that, learning how to work with that, right? To use your example as well, look, I had somebody closest to me tell me that, like, I was selfish, right? And to be honest, it was my mom, right? It was my mom. She called me selfish. Yo, she called me selfish.
Shout out to mom.
Yeah, I love it because she was honest with me though, right?
Yeah.
So when I had that conversation with her, maybe it was hard for her to tell me that because she didn't know how to approach it. She might have thought she was being aggressive or
Maybe
whatever.
it's that first time for her.
Yeah, exactly. 'Cause she was used to having me around all the time. Like, I was getting old. I was becoming a grown man. Like,
Adulting.
Yeah, adulting, right?
Yeah.
So in that sense, she was always used to having me around.
Right.
And maybe it was hard for her to learn how to let go too. So I think as we grow, so do our friendships, relationships, our friendships with family. Like, and not to say my mom has ever become irrelevant in my life, but there's certain people, there's certain friendships, relationships that we outgrow them, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do you deal with, not even initially like telling like, look, this isn't working, but some people just fall off the wagon and it's like those friendships like die, like, and without us even trying, right? So
You
how do we work on
outgrow
that?
people
Yeah.
sometimes.
You kind of just got to communication.
So you talk about connection and communication, right? And that's how you stay in touch, but have you ever ghosted?
Purposely?
Yeah, well, sometimes you have to kind of ghost
absolutely.
some people, right? And I'm sorry. I'll get to your text.
I left it on red. No, you know what? I think people become irrelevant. You're like, you know what? There's no use
And
for
no offense.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you feel the need to have to tell somebody that?
It depends.
What kind of relationship you have with them? Like, if it was like, I know them, but I don't really like.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Honestly, man, it's a little bit of respect that goes into it.
Got it.
I
Some
feel
people don't deserve
I feel
it,
like
though.
I have to, just because it'll help me sleep at night. You know what I'm saying?
You have a conscience?
Yes.
I don't.
I have feelings.
I do too, but some people are just tough to
You
deal
kind of
with.
have to, bro. Like,
Swipe left.
To me, if somebody goes to me, it's like, all right, don't ever try to hit me up again. though.
Facts. You take it personal,
Because
and that's fine.
I'm gonna let you know why I stopped talking to you.
All right, bet.
If anything.
So what are some of the things that you've done, and maybe, you know, people can get some pointers off of this, and maybe I'll take some pointers. What are things you've done to ensure that those connections are still there?
Just reaching out, literally for anything.
How do you reach out? What?
Yeah,
what type of
you're
way?
not like picking up the phone like, you're reaching out.
You can.
Okay.
A quick FaceTime.
Ooh.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yo, I take for granted how much we can actually face-to-face people now.
Like, it's so easy.
Yo, it really is.
But
Shout out 2019.
Even further than that, if one of your guys is an artist, a producer like me,
Right.
just promoting them. Hey, follow my guy.
Yeah.
A quick Instagram story, like.
So social media has been a real-
Digitally too, just be like, hey, I know we use this example a lot. We have a group chat. We have probably multiple group chats.
Yeah,
but like,
yeah. Too many.
Exactly. We're always sharing stuff, whether it's music, just overall topics and stuff like that. We might not see each other every single day. I mean, me and Juan see each other every single day, but besides that, like, it's, yo, I'm still alive. Check the song out. Or, hey, what's good? How's everything? Like, you don't have to be in that person's direct life to make your presence known.
Even if it's sending a song, like you're like, oh, yo, check this out. That's that's a connection with somebody. That
Facts.
They're gonna connect through that song.
It's just a way for, small gestures, right? Small gestures go a long way, especially the older we get, right?
Yep.
And I just feel like when they send me a song in the middle of my day, and it might be like a shitty day, for lack of a better term, and I'll see a song, I'll be like, damn, my guys are actually still like, they're picking me up.
Yeah.
Like,
it's exciting.
I needed this, right?
Yeah,
like,
the song will change your mood.
Exactly. And even if it's a song, but there are other ways. And to go to his point, there are ways for you to really connect with people. And if you're not connecting, it's because you're using excuses. Because we have tools. 2019, again, shout out to 2019. We have those resources available to us, so we can reach out to those people that are closest to us. And I'm not saying you need to reach out to everyone. Right?
And let's be honest, we get busy, right? Some of us use too many excuses.
Yeah.
Like, let's keep it real, man. It's not that hard. You gotta try harder. That's it. If you really want to have this relationship with somebody or whatever it is, and I'm not talking about love interests only, just friendships and stuff like that, because I love both of these guys, right? I'm not in relationships with them, but as a friendship, as a brotherhood, whatever, like, I always want to be like, yo, what do you think of this? Or what's your thoughts on this? Like, I value their opinions.
For
exactly,
right.
exactly.
Right.
Like when I show them a song, I'm like, I hope they fuck with this. If not, like, you know what I mean, like, oh, I can't wait to hear. I can't wait.
Tastes a little
like I'm slipping. Like, check me, I'm still good. Like,
like about music production, do you feel like you've wanted to include people close to you in that? Even if you're busy in the lab, you have your jobs, but you also you use that kind of as a way to connect with certain people.
I tell people to come through and vibe with me while I'm making beats because I like people's energy when I'm around.
That's a way to compromise.
Yeah, and sometimes when we used to make songs, it used to be a conversation before we made anything. So
we created that moment.
That conversation feeds the music.
Right.
So the music has a little bit more meaning. You can feel it a little bit more. I feel like.
Facts. Those are moments.
Yeah.
Like, and those are, I remember those moments. I could hear it being like, damn, I remember like what it was.
The convo
exactly.
Or the song or the beat we made.
And kind of to close things off, do you feel like after you've had that reconnection point, after you've reached out to a friend, how do you feel personally in your day or in your routine? Do you feel like that's giving you a little bit of like a pit stop? Like, you know what? I'm ready to go. My guys have given me like the green light.
You can't recharge.
It's like you said, it's a pit stop. Like, I have a life too that I have people that care about me. Let's see how they're doing. And then I can get back into whatever I'm doing.
The grind. Get back into the grind.
Yeah. I was watching a video. This guy said, Kenny Beats, he said, sometimes you do something so much, you become kind of like a weirdo. Like, you do it so much.
You have to,
you
though.
forget about the outside
You become
world
crazy in a sense with
it. Like, let me get right with
like,
my
am I still in society? Am I still like,
do
people still know I'm alive? Like,
bring those experiences into the music.
Of course. But that, you getting better within that, like for me, when I was going to the gym and I was going ghost on a lot of people, it wasn't because I was trying to ignore them. No. It's just because I had that tunnel vision, like, yo, I have this goal. I hope people understand. If they don't, they're gonna see when I come out the other side. And they're like, damn, okay, I see what you were doing. Like, I respect people.
Results.
I respect people like, yo, damn, you was working hard. Like, I told y'all. Like, I wasn't
just for sure.
Yeah, and it's dope when you can see somebody come out the other side of the tunnel, be like, yo, damn, that's what it was. Like, you was grinding hard. And not even just gym-wise. Not even gym-wise, whatever it is. Like, you working on a career. You working on building, getting in a relationship with somebody or starting a new life with somebody else. Like, buying a new house. Like, oh, damn, you was working. Like,
and all aspects. Like, not just one thing.
And you got to respect that. You have to respect that.
Yeah. So we're actually going to get into our new segment, and it's our mailbag. And we actually have tons of questions, so we appreciate you guys for mailing us. And the first question Ryan's going to read out.
Yeah, so from Jason in Manhasset, he hits up and he's like, I've been wanting to make some changes in my life, but I'm struggling to find where I fit in most and where my calling is. How did you guys know what you wanted to do and what you should do to get back on track?
What's up, Jason? Honestly, man, you got to get out that comfort zone. Man, try everything you can until you find something that, that sticks.
How did you figure out what you wanted to do? Just to help him
it kind of came to me naturally. Like, I was playing like a guira. It's a Dominican instrument. It's pretty simple. It's like a hi-hat. And that kind of led me into making beats somewhere along the line. But that's my calling. But for you, man, just get out that comfort zone. It's normal for people to fall into a pattern and just keep doing the same thing. And it gets tedious. Like, you kind of want to just get out of that and just find something that you really, truly love.
Test yourself a little bit, right?
Test yourself. Right?
And for reference, a guira looks like a cheese grater.
Yes.
For me, I knew that my core thing, like, I'm in IT, and I'm like, I don't belong in IT, right? Like, I was just doing it because it made me money, right? And it helped me provide for my family. But in the core of it, I realized that everything I've done in life is because I wanted to help people. So this show, you know what I mean? Whether it was the podcast we had before, it was always to help people.
So it was always there in the background.
Yeah,
you just never noticed it.
So I am doing my calling. I'm in IT, but now I've leveraged my experience to do something where I'm helping people. I'm helping people understand technology better. And now I love my job. And I love what I do because I'm fulfilling my calling.
Got it. And it doesn't have to be necessarily a specific thing. It's like, it's almost a feeling.
Yeah.
Yours is a feeling, right?
Yeah.
Same with me. Like, I knew how good I felt when I was working out and stuff like that. So I'm like, you know what? I know I slept easier at night. Helping myself, I wanted to help other people sleep easier at night. Like, yo, I can help you go through these challenges that I know how hard they were to fight by myself. So when you got somebody to help you, it's easier. So just, do a bunch of stuff. Whatever you feel like naturally you get really, really good at, that's what you're calling it. When you feel like you're not working, that's what you're meant to do.
Exactly.
All right, so next question is Jay from Jersey City. I saw you guys are taking anonymous questions, so I'd like help with some advice if possible. I'm in a long distance relationship, and even though we FaceTime and talk all the time, we're just not seeing each other enough. I'm afraid that this distance will cause us to lose the connection we've had, and it's getting increasingly harder with our schedules to see each other. I have love for him, but I'm not sure I'll ever see myself moving to where he's living now. What would you guys do in my situation?
I mean, you kind of said it, man. You don't see yourself doing it, just don't do it.
Right.
You gotta be comfortable with a situation, especially long distance relationships. Those are the toughest because you kind of go maybe 2 months sometimes not seeing each other. Just man,
Look, the commitment isn't there, right? So a relationship takes a lot of commitment. It's a job. If you feel like you can't even make those sacrifices yet, you're not ready to make that move. You're not ready to live another life in another town, whatever it is. Like, you're not ready. You're not ready because you're not feeling those feelings truly.
and you're already mentally checked out.
Have love and being in love is two different things to me.
It's a feeling.
Yeah.
It's a feeling. You can't fake a feeling.
No.
So you're not truly feeling that.
So to me, unfortunately, I would look at maybe building a relationship with yourself and kind of weaning off of this relationship unless the person plans on moving back, which I doubt it.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that. So that was a successful, our very first mailbag.
Yeah, thanks.
Guys,
Thank you guys for reaching out.
pats on the back.
No, I loved it.
Yeah, so we're actually gonna open the floor for you, whatever you want to say, if it's on topic. We just want to give you a chance to kind of address our audience.
With time, man, that's what I want to start with. Use your time wisely. Time is, like we said, very valuable. The older you get,
Yeah.
you'll never get that time back. Use as much time as you can to use that head to. But yeah, man, just don't. It's very easy to bullshit and put that time into something that's not gonna give you anything back.
Right.
So, like I said, use the time wisely, man.
Nice. Do you have anything you want to promote? Anything
coming up or anything?
Yeah,
Any projects?
I actually have a website that I'm working on. So
Ooh.
I didn't tell you guys.
Ooh,
Message.
This is a surprise to us.
So it's
We're
coming.
excited.
It's actually almost done. I just want to get all the quirks and.
Nice.
Do we have a name yet? Can we get the name? Like, can we get that? Or not?
We'll get
It's
it in the group
coming,
chat.
man.
Okay, yeah, we'll tell you guys later.
I'm coming with updates in the next couple weeks.
So make sure to follow you on Instagram. What's your Instagram?
All his messages.
Infamy.
It'll be on the screen somewhere right here.
Infamy.
Perfect. So make sure you follow him. Keep up to date with his stuff. We appreciate you coming on, as always.
as
You already know it's love.
family.
Facts. So I guess this is a perfect time for us to go into our challenge.
Our very first Talk Down challenge for season 2 is to find balance and accept change as you evolve into the very best version of yourself. We romanticize relationships because of what they were, yet as you're growing, your priorities should outweigh those of others.
However, this is where we caution you to find balance.
Though we trust you'll be able to go rogue and do it all on your own, it's just as important to give yourself a mental pit stop and some R&R with those closest to you. Imagine what you can achieve with the proper work-life balance and a true support system.
Yeah, so in life, there's going to be times where you really don't have an idea of who's important, right? You start building as you grow older, you start prioritizing a little bit more. Time becomes less available, right?
Yeah,
so
and more valuable.
Exactly. Thank you. Wow. Wow. Quote that. You're as a person, you're valuable to people, right?
Yeah.
So they say your presence, right, is super important to the people that matter the most. So
Right.
it's not that I don't want to see these people. It's just that right now, prioritizing within where my life is at, this is where I feel like I have to put my time. So find that balance and work from there. As always, tell a friend to tell her friend to tell all of their friends
to follow us.
We'll check you out on the next episode. As always, make sure you turn post notifications on so we get alerted when we drop. Follow us on everything here, subscribe and all that good stuff. All the links are in the description, so make sure you check all of that out. Any final touches?
For Ryan and Infamy, I'm Juan. Thank you guys for joining us.
See ya.
They let it talk down when I'm not around, yeah. It's only tied down when I'm out of town, no. I don't trust many when I'm in the city. I never been a shooter, but I keep them with me. Watch them